What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of training. So this starts off the next rotation of my 3-week cycle. If you remember from the last 3 weeks worth of videos, that means that on this Monday upper body workout, I cycle from a volume day of an isolateral volume-based exercise, and then on the second week I go to a standing overhead press for max effort, and then on week 3 we put together a fairly murderous kettlebell cycle circuit deload type week. So this is coming back to that very first volume week where the goal is lots of volume, lots of hypertrophy work, and lots of reps of very good quality movement done with moderately challenging weights for an appreciable amount of volume. So my goal is to grow, my goal is to integrate my posture and feel and move better, and to improve my movement patterns through repetition on this day. Everything orthopedically feeling great, moving awesome. My body feels really good. I was excited to go into this workout and things moved well. Didn't take a whole lot of prep work, was able to do some basic body tempering to calm my spinal erectors down, and then more or less just start training, which was really nice. So that felt good going into this warm-up circuit. As you can see, I started off with the Kettlebell Halos again. Those are moving really well and feeling really good as well. I decided to use the alternating isometric row for my alternating row variation. I felt like I needed some work to get my scaps a little bit lower and kind of locked into my posture, and that ended up being a really good exercise for that reason for today, and paired well with the stir the pots that you're watching right now. One of the things that you can see that you maybe don't notice is that my upper back is relatively flat on these today, and that's because my shoulder blades are actually in the position they're supposed to be in, so my upper back doesn't have to round to hold a hollow hip. So that right there is a postural improvement from this last time around. So that brings us to the main movement portion of the workout. So last time that I did this, I did only 4 total sets. I believed I did 1 or 2 sets with the 48s, and I did 1 or 2 sets with the 62s, but I called it there. And I remember that day being fairly difficult, particularly from a conditioning perspective, using the press for volume superset with the kettlebell snatch, and then the pull-ups on there. But today felt really good. With everything being in much better alignment, all of the muscles are working together better, so it's making each rep easier than it normally would be. I'm able to hit more volume with less fatigue, things feel better, and just overall this was a great day. So I worked, did 5 total sets here. I'm not necessarily going to add more sets as we continue to go. I like 5 sets of 8 to 10 for my volume work, particularly for shoulders. That ends up being enough without being too much, and when in conjunction with all of the other assistance work that I do, ends up being a perfect amount of volume for me that doesn't make me feel like shit. So I did the first set as kind of a feeler set to see how I was feeling and moving. Started with the 48s, that was a piece of cake. Did the next 3 sets with the 62s, and did the last one with the 80s, and was able to get 10 reps with all of those weights. So that was really exciting. I was less fatigued than I was during the workout last time. My pull-ups felt and moved a lot more fluidly. These felt really good today. And what else was good? There's a few other good things. The extra set was more volume. The last extra volume set was done with the heavier weight. And when I come back to this workout in another 3-week rotation, I think I'll be able to either do the first 2 or 3 sets, maybe only 2 sets with the 62s, and do the rest of them with the 80s. Or if I'm feeling crazy, I might be able to get all 5 sets with the 80s. I'm not sure, but it felt like it might have been possible. These moved really well. I was also really excited with how the snatches went. I did a set of 5 per side with the 50-pound bell again. I kept that the same as last time, and those felt really good today. This is the most dialed in and kind of sharp I've felt with the snatch. Up there, maybe ever. But it's definitely like top 2 or 3 times that I've done it as far as how good it felt. So I did the first 4 of my working sets with the bow tie on. I took it off for the last one, and you can see that there's not really a significant difference between the quality of reps with it on versus off. So that is also really exciting. So I was able to hit a weight PR and a volume PR on this portion of the workout, and also a movement quality PR for the snatch. And I would also actually say the pull-ups felt and moved better than last time as well. They felt, particularly after the 3rd set, if I remember correctly, they felt a lot more coordinated. Like all the muscles of the scapula and shoulder girdle were working together. So again, when things move well, you're not fighting your own bad posture, and when you're not fighting your posture, then muscles are able to work together and do more impressive things, or do the same things more efficiently, has been my experience. So yeah, that was great. Still really like the way that this is set up. Not really a whole lot else to say about that. Things felt good. I was able to do average sets of 10 on the pull-ups, so those are going well. The overhand grip, I've not really been this consistent on training or any kind of volume numbers, anything like that. So I'm enjoying keeping these just as a whatever feels like a good amount of reps per set. I may try to push them a little bit more going into future weeks, but we'll kind of see here as well. So for my main hypertrophy workout or work, these are motorboat push-ups is what I'm going to call them, because it looks like I got my hands on 2 boobies, and every time I do a push-up I go down and just want to go if I were immature and thought those things were funny, but I'm not, so we're still going to call them motorboat push-ups. These were really cool. It was kind of a last minute idea. I had the feeling that if I'd used 2 Bosu balls like this, that it would put the pressure on that outside part of my palm, which would then make the push-ups move better. It did. I was right. They felt good. I was able to knock out, I did 4 total sets on here, which was up a set from last week. Last rotation, we only did 3 working sets of assistance work. Here we did 4. I included my, I think, 2nd or 3rd set. This is the last one. So still being as strict and as precise as I can be on these, because it's not just about doing the push-up. I want to improve the way that my body presses. So these are all fairly strict. I superset them today with the chest supported rows, just because I haven't used that machine in a long time. Just kept it at 3 plates and knocked out a set of 10 with superset with each set of these push-ups here. That felt really good. This is now midnight of that same day, and being able to hit my upper back hard with that machine felt really good. It did good things for my posture. So it was a while that I kind of fell out of love with the chest supported row, or at least mine. And so I haven't really done these very much, like at all, in the last year, but I think I will keep them in rotation for a little bit and build them back up. They felt good today. So after that, I had just decided to kind of keep everything fairly simple. Rather than doing 2 different clusters of movements, we just banged out 5 sets of this superset here. So I did a Tate press with my upper back on the Bosu ball, my weight under my heels, kind of in a hollow tuck position. Got sets of about 10 with the 48s. After the Tate press, I went right into a swing curl, which you're seeing here. These were also done with the 48s. And then I did a movement that I haven't done since, I don't know, a long time ago. I got it from Steve Goggins back when I was training with him, but it's a Rotator Clean. I put my own spin on it, and I used the 16-pound kettlebells, shoved my palm in there and kind of cupped the dome like you're seeing here, and did them like that. The open palm grip feels better, and these felt pretty cool. So I did a few sets like this, and I did a few sets as a rear Delt Fly, but that is more or less it. This is kind of my assistance volume upper body pressing workout. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on Woo Woo Wednesday.